Hello everybody, it's me Ross and welcome to another edition of my Ipswich Town Football Club, and today I'm joined by Julie, who's going to take us through her town supporting life from how she became a town fan to her favourite player, her favourite kit and much more. Julie, thank you very much for joining me. How are you doing at the moment?
I'm good, thank you. It's been quite a nice day. It's been sunny, so it's always good on a sunny day.
Yeah, we're in the middle of spring now and summer is on the horizon. I'm looking forward to the beautiful sunshine. But yeah, it's an opportunity for you to share your memories as a town fan. And the first question is a standard one. How did you become a town fan?
Pretty much my whole family are Ipswich Town fans, but my mum and my nan have both had season tickets pretty much their whole life, or as long as I can remember anyway. So they pretty much got me into going to games. I went with my nan when I was at school, so she would take me and buy my tickets for me. So yeah, pretty much all my life I've been an Ipswich Town fan, and it's even better now because my kids really enjoy it. So they have now got season tickets and they now come with me. So it's really good.
That's a good thing about, definitely if your whole family supports the club, then it's just a whole family affair where, everyone supports the same club. Although nowadays some kids, they go and support the big teams, but it's good that you've been able to get your kids into town as well. Next question is your first town game. Can you remember the score, the team, the result?
I've got to say that I couldn't remember who it was against or the score, but I knew it was on my 10th birthday. So that was in 1992. My auntie took me to watch Ipswich. It was against Southampton. It was on the 7th of November. It was on my actual birthday. It was against Southampton and it was 0-0, but I carried on going. I really enjoyed it. So it's as far as I remember, it was a really good day.
I don't think many fans have a classic as their first town game. I think a lot of people, their first game is sometimes a goalless draw or a defeat, and it's good that you carried on saying, "Yep, I'll go and watch another one," even though it was maybe not a great game. Next question is one that is just going to be hard to just choose one player, but the next question is your favourite town player of all time. I let my guests have a selection, so if you have got one, then that's fine. But if you've got a couple, share away.
So my all-time favourite Ipswich Town player would be Matt Holland. I think it was just because he was probably the captain. He was the captain at the time when I was at school, and I would go more out of choice with my friends kind of thing. But Luke Chambers is my favourite now. I just think he's a brilliant captain. He's a really nice person. When you meet him, has been so good with my kids when we were able to go to away games. He'd always speak to the kids and they'd think that it was amazing and awesome that he was speaking to them, and he'd remember their names when we came. So yeah, I think he's a brilliant, he's, like I said, he's a really good captain.
There we go. And two captains on two different eras. Unfortunately, Luke Chambers has been a captain during the bad times at the club. But you got to say he has been a passionate man, and he is very friendly, as you said, talking to all the kids and just fans in general. So a good choice there. Next question is your favourite town game you've watched. Once again, I'm sure you've gone to a lot of games, and I'm sure there's been some good ones, some bad ones in recent times. But is there one that sticks out in your mind?
The one that sticks out, the first one that I would always say would be the playoff final at Wembley, obviously, when we won and got promotion. It was an awesome day. I went with all my family. We went on the coaches, so the atmosphere there and the atmosphere back was just nothing that I've seen probably, I don't think, since then. The atmosphere in the game was just brilliant. Very, very nervous, but yeah, that would be my all-time favourite game, definitely.
as a lot of people have given me that answer, but it is an obvious one, but it's also, you know, it's a memory that you always, you know, remember. And, you know, it was a roller coaster of a season, and, you know, Wembley is always going to top everyone's sort of best game because going to Wembley. Now, next question is about goals. Once again, there's been a lot of goals scored. Is there a few that stick out? Your favourite Town goal you've seen?
So I think obviously he wasn't our player, but when Tom Lawrence was at Ipswich, I think any of his goals were he never scored a boring, dodgy goal. His goals were just always amazing. So any of his, but my favourite goal would have to be Roos's winning goal at the Wembley final. I suppose probably just because of what it meant, obviously winning promotion. So that would be my favourite goal.
Yeah, definitely a good choice. And it is a fantastic goal, and it's an iconic goal, definitely with the commentary and stuff, as you said. Now, we're going to go into your favourite kit. Can you remember your first kit? Did your nan give you your first kit when you were younger? And, have you got one that stands out?
I never had them as a youngster, as a real youngster. So my very first Ipswich kit was the 99-2000 season. So that was the one. I know everything's leaning towards that season, but that would be my favourite kit. That is the one that I would buy again as a retro kit, definitely.
Definitely. That's a good choice. And well, we've got 2 more questions to go. And I always like to finish this series on a high note, definitely with the current situation we're in at the moment. Although this summer looks very exciting with the new ownerships and stuff. But your worst moment as a Town fan, have you got a personal story to add?
It's got to be when we were relegated to League One. I just really the emotion of it all was just horrible. My kids, how sad they were about it. They got really upset, and that was just the worst thing ever, I think, as an Ipswich Town fan. That was a horrible day. I wouldn't want to go back to reliving that at all.
No, I'm sure a lot of us probably didn't think we'll be playing third-tier football, but unfortunately it happened. And yeah, hopefully, as we said, the good times are going to come again. But final question is your best moment as a Town fan?
It's going to be getting promoted to the Premiership again. I think that was just such an amazing experience to be there when it happened. And yeah, it's definitely got to be that. Definitely, yeah.
That's a good choice.
Going back to that game, but it was just a brilliant season, and yeah, it was just good.
No, I think it was just a good time for everybody as a Town fan. As you said, it's just, getting promoted to the Premier League. I think hopefully, for your kids and the future generation, hopefully they'll get that experience too and get promoted. But we'll have to wait and see. But to end the video, is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up, Julie?
Well, let's just hope there's some better times to come. It's been a really hard season, but it's been a hard year really with everything that's going on as well. So let's hope for better things next season and in the future.
Definitely. Well, Julie, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank everybody watching as well. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of Julie's memories. And Julie, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.